plans, does he?
Well, the place looks prosperous enough. Probably a politician. Sort like that likes to talk a lot and does next to nothing. We ain't gonna get any more than we pay for.
You are wrong, Schmidt. He will help us. In a few moments, you will see.
I see, all right, so will she. There ain't nobody petting to give away nothing in this world. Most of all, a politician. Now, just supposing the heavens open up and the angels of the Lord speak out, and oh, mother, get all those bricks she's after. That still ain't gonna be enough. Lumber, I'm gonna have enough lumber just about to finish the job. Nails, we'll be running out of nails before we finish putting in the last stud. Cement. Ain't a sack of cement on the place, and we'll be needing a lot of that before we're through. If we ever get started, which is doubtful. This is what I should be doing more of. I earned it. You know, I got wheels to travel on, I got a bed to sleep in, and I got money to keep on eating. I don't want to ask anybody for anything. And if I just want to sit in the sun and do nothing all day, then I should be able to do that. Instead of being a chauffeur and an English teacher, a general contractor, a laborer, and a handyman. For what? For nothing. Boy, if my old army sergeant knew what I was up to, he would have laughed himself silly. And I wouldn't blame him. Maybe that's a good sign. You see those politician types? They got a way of getting rid of people they don't want to talk to in advance. Are you Schmidt? Well, that's the German idea. My folks figured it was Smith. Name me home.
You're the man who's going to build a chapel for those nuns?
Yeah, I'm the man. What about it?
I expected a different type. Hell, you'll never do it.
Is that so?
I'm Orville Livingston, and I don't know how you got mixed up in this, but I told those nuns when they first came here they better go back again. I was Gus Ritter's friend and executor of his estate. I turned his property over to this religious order, which is what he wanted. I sold land for those nuns when they first came here without taking a commission. I had a man plow the land that they kept, and I paid him personally. Now they want bricks. I gotta put a stop somewhere. I'm a Methodist.
Well, I'm a Baptist myself.
You are? Then why are you working for them if you are?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out.
You'll figure it out, and then you'll quit. Those nuns will figure it out too. Figure out that what people told them was right, and they'll quit. They must. Women can't work that land. It's too rough. And if their church was interested in them, it wouldn't let them out here. They'll quit, and anything they start will fall to ruin.
Old mother's got a strong idea in her head, and she's going to do what she feels she must.
Certainly. If someone else supplies the brick, well, I won't. I wanted to see you before I told her, but she's still in my office, and I've got a busy day ahead.
Now listen, what you decide is up to you. I can't talk against you on that, okay? But I still got in my mind to build that chapel for him.
Well, suit yourself.
There is one thing though. Now I'm gonna need a couple of days of work to keep things, a couple of days of work a week to keep things going. All right? Now I can handle a bulldozer and just about any piece of machinery you got. I'll learn how in the Army.
All right. I can use you Thursday and Friday if you can only work 2 days. I'll pay the going rate of whatever job you're assigned. 7 o'clock Thursday. I'll try you out.
Oh, one other thing. Now I'm gonna need 2 sacks of cement. For them, I'll pay cash.
$3. I'll have a man wheel them out to you.
Good. Homer Smith? What in the name of all Now you ask for a job you don't want, working for a man you right off don't like. And if that ain't enough, you tell him you're going to build a chapel. Even though you told yourself 100 times before, it can't be done. What was it he said? I expected a different type. Did he? You know, and there was something else too. He wanted to see me. He wanted to see me before he said no to old mother. Maybe that's what got you. You know, like it was you that was letting people down. Well, that ain't Homer Smith's way, and that's for sure.
Come, Schmidt, we go back.
No, we got things we need to do.
We have no time.
We will make time. Now look, we need tools and such, and we might as well pick them up while we're here.
Schmidt, you were right. We have no bricks.
We'll get some bricks.
Yeah, Schmidt. We get some. We will find a way.
Look, now right now, we got to pick up some cement. Now we passed a likely looking hardware store on the way over here. Now we'll stop there next.
After the visit to North Fork, it was as though the obsession to build the chapel had been transferred from Mother Maria Marta to Homer. He had taken over the dream. It had become his challenge, his driving force. Still, there were no bricks, but he finished clearing the foundation. He built a mortar box and mixed cement. Then he used this to smooth out the foundation. The work was hard, but he savored the joy of being his own man, for the job that was his to plan and to execute. On Thursdays and Fridays, he went to work on one of the Livingston road gangs, and when he drew his pay on Friday night, there were needs to spend it on. More tools, more supplies, and food. Sacks of groceries to supplement the meager offerings of the nuns' table. He soon realized that he was taking more out of his fund than he was putting in. And Mother Maria Marta went on being as interfering and possessive as ever, no matter what his sacrifice. But he sensed the warm feeling of the other nuns. He enjoyed the English lessons in the evenings and the music on Sundays. Somehow, everything in his life seemed to fall into line. The work, the music, a little visiting, a little pondering. Regular things to do at regular hours, and no time to think about doing anything else. And when the foundation was smooth and solid, he began to lay the floor. Rough boards on the bottom, and his best planks for the surface. On Sundays, he would come to our church in Pietidis after Mass to study the secrets of its simple construction. Yet with no bricks, he soon reached a point where he can go no farther. All he had learned, all he had done, all he had hoped for came to no avail without bricks. With idleness, his nagging doubts returned, and he resolved again to leave. After all, how much could one man do? And why should the course of his life be changed by these strangers? By this nagging old woman who accepted so much while giving so little? Homer's discouragement gave way to annoyance, and without a word to anyone, he began to make his plans for going. But others knew of his work, and shared the dream which even he could not hold on to. The people in the valley had little enough for themselves, but each gave what he could. And so, one day,
Hola, senor! Hey, over here, amigo!
You remember me from Piedras?
Why, sure I do. The man with the good ham and eggs. What brings you out here?
Well, the padre says to the people that you need the bricks. So we bring them.
Well, so you did.
It doesn't mean much. But we bring them.
Oh, no, thanks. You see, I was just about to call it quits.
They are only of adobe. Many will break. But it is enough for a start, see?
Well, sure it is. Now look, let me show you where to park the truck.
Schmidt!
I'll go get a load. I wonder how long it's going to be before she knew something was going on.
Those are brick, Schmidt?
Well, that's what they are. People in the Valley Center.
Oh, we thank you. Now we start to build the walls, yeah, Schmidt?
Maybe so, maybe not. You know, I was kind of expecting some real brick. Now that's just adobe. It won't lay as neat.
Don't worry, senor. I will teach you everything you need to know.
That's not necessary. I mean, thanks. But you see, I've been studying up on adobe, and I'll be able to make it work out.
We help you unload the bricks.
There's no need for that neither. Now, me and Jose can take care of it. That ain't women's work. Right, amigo?
Yes. You see? It is as we say, Schmidt, that there will be bricks. And you now to begin with, but more later when we need them. You will see. The chapel, it will be built
Now,
now.
listen, there can't be any more than about 400 or 500 bricks on that truck. Now, I wouldn't start counting my chickens too soon if I were you.
Yeah, Schmidt, I don't count.
The gift of the bricks gave new impetus to Homer. He was not a skilled bricklayer, and the adobe brick was crude and uneven in size. But he set his guidelines and he started to work. And the thing he was creating began to grow into a reality. As time went by, he found that he was leading 3 lives: the life of work at North Fork, the communal life of eating and singing with the nuns, the highly personal life of building a church. But Mother Maria Marta remained a thorn in his side with her interfering ways. And he had spells of dark brooding when he wondered again why he was working harder than he had ever worked in his life, and for no pay. He wondered why, with so much world yet to see, he was staying here on this sun-baked prairie, frying in the relentless heat. A restlessness grew in his blood. A vague unhappiness clouded his thoughts. And then one day, he ran out of brick. And life suddenly and finally caught up with him.
You lonely too, old fella? Here's your answer. Somebody else speaks your same language. Maybe that's what I need. Instead of old mother bothering my life with orders and suggestions and just plain interference. Oh, it doesn't have that old lady. Always beating on something or somebody. I've been foolish to think there was any softness in her. That's where I said it when all this came up. Off there, over those mountains, there's new towns to see, new people to meet, new work to do, and for money too. It's time to go, and that's all there is to it. There's some jobs that they're just too much for one man to handle, and it ain't nothing but good sense to admit it. You can't build without brick. There's no more brick to be had. And what's more, why should you take on somebody else's dreams and let it run you ragged? Yeah, you got dreams enough of your own and not a lot of time to chase them down. You know, look at it straight and clear. You've been packed and ready to go for days now, and you know why. You've helped these girls out plenty, and just because you wanted to. But you know, there are just some things that you don't have to do anymore. There's plenty that you can't do, and there's lots more that you shouldn't even try. It's time to stop sitting around and waiting for miracles that just ain't going to happen. Now it's time to start looking out for Homer Smith for a change. It's time to go and to keep on going. Come on, boy. A couple of days from now, They'll forget you wherever you go.
Schmidt! Schmidt? Schmidt. Well, you can't blame a man when he wants to be free. His own will he follow, the wide world to see. Who can explain why a traveler will turn to go back to the place where his dreams must be spurned? It's short and our chances are few to help all the people the dreams to come true. And know when you're finished and back on your way, you're part of a legend that still lives today. Sing it to Raleigh, 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 yeah. Sing it to Raleigh, 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 yeah.
After Homer had gone, the lives of the nuns went on as before. Their disappointment was deep, but they attended to their duties and said nothing. The unfinished walls of the chapel, rising only as high as a man's shoulder, were an ever-present reminder of a hope unrealized, a goal beyond their reach. As for Homer, his journey took him out of the valley and beyond the mountains to the city. There he found what he had so sorely missed: lights, laughter, and the companionship of others who felt and spoke as he did. He liked the noise, the traffic, the hard feel of pavement under his feet. He was happy. And the life that he had left behind soon became only a hazy dream, as unreal as incidents in the life of another man. He found a room, and when his money ran low, went to work for a wrecking company. It was hard, dangerous work, but the pay was good, and the comforts of civilization awaited him when each day was over. Then a few weeks later, while he was sorting through the salvage from a group of demolished row houses, the past suddenly reached out and claimed him again. He was piling up old bathtubs when the thought came to him that the nuns had no such convenience in their lives, but should have. All at once, he knew he must return, and that his going away had only been a brief respite, a temporary escape from a commitment which he must honor. He bought one of the bathtubs from the foreman of the wrecking crew, lashed it on top of his station wagon, and headed back toward the valley. It was late afternoon when he drove into the ranch, parked in his accustomed spot.
Hi. It's me again. Bad pennies have a way of turning up, you know.
Oh, Schmidt, you are back.
Yeah, it appears that way. I thought I'd come and see what you've been up to.
It is as it was. Each day brings much to do.
So you got the girls still out working away. Crops ought to be coming in soon, though.
Yeah, what is good? There will be a harvest this year.
Nothing much seems to be done to the chapel, though. You know, it seems to be the same place it was when I left. Still no brick, I guess?
Nein, no brick.
Oh, hey, look, I got a surprise for you. Something I picked up in town. Thought the girls would like it. Come here, look, it's right out there in the yard. See? Right out there, see?
Oh, das ist gut, Schmidt. Das ist gut.
Thought it might make life a little bit easier. Of course, now you still have to tote water in for it, but it ought to be taking a bath out of a bucket.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I figured what I could do is hitch it up, you know, in that little pantry back of the kitchen. Now, if I run a pipe through the floor, all you have to do is pull the plug and let the water run out through the rain gutter. It ought to work just fine.
It will be fine, Schmidt. After supper, I get the others we help.
Oh, no, there's no need for that. Now, all you gotta do is show me where you want it, and I'll take care of the rest. About the brick, I don't suppose there's any chance of getting some more donated? I mean, like they were before?
Nein, Schmidt. You cannot ask again of those who will not give. And the people in the valley have already bought what they can. It is enough for them to provide for themselves.
I was just wondering. Well, you know, as long as I'm here, there ain't no reason why I can't work on something else, like the pews. Now, we got plenty of lumber. There ain't no reason why I shouldn't get on that woodwork. It's got to be done sooner or later anyway.
Ja, das ist true. It will have to be done.
I should probably go get that. It looks pretty silly sitting out in the yard like that. Oh, you know, maybe I can fix it up so the girls can use it tonight.
Oh, nein, Schmidt. The others will be in to wash for supper. There is no time.
Okay, tomorrow then.
Tomorrow, Sunday is. We go to Mass.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about tomorrow being Sunday. You know what? I got the car swept out all nice and clean. I can ride you girls in style.
There is no need. We walk.
Oh, no, nothing doing. Now, I was planning on taking you in. Besides, I want to stop in and get some of those good ham and eggs from Jose's place.
Good. The Mass is 9 by the clock.
Ain't like I ain't never drove you in before.
It's not reasonable that you have returned. It makes no sense.
Well, it does to me.
Oh, it cannot. Everyone says that you are gone, and this is how it must be. And they laugh at their nose because they say you will return.
I don't want to see nobody laughing at those nuts.
See, this they know, no one will laugh.
Yeah, that's right. You ain't gonna laugh.
See, the priest, he tells the people that you will return.
How did he know?
The Mother Superior, she told him.
How did she know?
Oh, she knew.
She knows a lot more than I do. See, you know, there's something else that old lady knows too. And you might as well pass it on to anybody that got the wrong idea. Now, I'm here because I want to be, not because I have to be. Now, look, I'm a free man. I'm free as a bird. Ain't nobody got a rope on me, including old mother, and nobody ever will, too. Now, I come when I want to, and I quit when I don't want to work, all right? I decide when I want to go. I choose the time myself. See?
The priest, he will be happy that you have returned to the church.
Why should he be happy?
He will say that it proves it is a religious thing.
What religious thing?
Faith. It is a word for the unreasonable. When a man believes in something that is unreasonable, that is faith. It is not reasonable that you have returned here to work for nothing. Nobody thought you would. You have returned.
You know, maybe you got a point there. But it still don't mean I belong to anybody. Maybe I got some of that faith too. It's not a reasonable idea of me sitting here building this chapel, but here I am, working away, and without brick.
Me? I have no faith. I do not believe in the church. I do not go to the mass.